Good morning, Pine class. It is Wednesday morning, and in our English lessons today we're going to be continuing to learn how to find mistakes and correct our words and our sentences. The task I'm going to ask you to do in this exercise is I've written out some common words, and you can see they're on post-it notes stuck to my fridge. And some of them are spelt correctly and some of them are spelt incorrectly. And I'm going to ask you to see if you can spot the words that have got spelling mistakes. And I'm going to give you a minute to decide which are spelt correctly, which are spelt incorrectly, and then we'll have a go together at seeing if you're correct and sorting them either to the tick or to the cross, depending on whether they are spelt correctly or not. So your minute starts now. You are halfway, another 30 seconds. And last 10 seconds, try and sort those words. Okay, so we'll start with this one. This is every. Now, every is spelled incorrectly. It's missing an extra E here. It should be E-V-E-R-Y. So we can sort every over to the cross. That's sticking very well. Our next word here is court, and I can confirm that this is the correct spelling. So court can also come over here by the tick. Then we've got London. Now that is spelt correctly, and the important thing here is it's a proper noun and needs a capital letter, and it has got one. So that is the correct spelling, and I've remembered the capital letter. Okay, let's go on to this row. Next one here, this is again. And this is also spelt correctly. Lots of people miss out the A. But this one is the right spelling of again. Then we've got this one here. This says pretty. Now this isn't correct. I know it sounds like an it sound when you say the word pretty, but actually this I should be an E. So that is not spelt correctly. And that can go over there. Next one here, this says sometimes, and this is the correct spelling. So you should have sorted it to over by the tick. There we go. Let's move down to this one here. This one is different. Now, I reckon this one might have tricked a few of you. This looks right, however, it is missing a letter. There should be an E between the second F and the R. So sometimes I say it in my head, different, to help me remember how to spell it correctly. But actually, this is not the correct spelling. I'm going to move that over to the cross. This one here, this says school. Another tricky spelling, but I think you all know how to spell that now. And you will know that that is, in fact, correct. Stick that one down. All right, I'm going to move to the other side. Okay. This one here, this says when, and if you're a good speller, you'll know that when has a silent H in it. So this is not correct. It should be W-H-E-N. I'm going to pop that there. This one here is didn't. Now, this was a bit of a trick one because it's got all the right letters in the right order, but it's still missing something to make it correct. What it's missing is the apostrophe for contraction. Didn't is short for did not, and the apostrophe goes between the N and the T to replace the O. So this is actually incorrect because it is missing its apostrophe. This one here, because, it's almost there, but it's just missing its silent E at the end. So this one as well is incorrect. Moving on to our final 5. This one says interesting, and this is, I can confirm, the correct spelling. Ooh, not sticking very well, that one. This one here is Africa. Now, this is another bit of a trick question. All of the letters are there and they're in the right order. However, Africa, once again, is a proper noun. And as you should know by now, proper nouns need capital letters. So this should start with a capital A, but it's got a small a. So this is incorrect. Oh, my incorrect every's just fallen down. I'll put that back up. There we go. This one here is June. Now, this is a proper noun that has been spelt correctly because it's got its capital letter at the start. So I'm going to put that with the ticks. There we go. And 2 more to go. Now, this is a very common spelling mistake, February. Now, what lots of people forget is that February actually has an R between the B and the U, February. But the other thing about this is it hasn't got a capital F. And actually, February is the name of a month. It's a proper noun. So not only is it missing a letter, it's also missing its capital F at the start. So that is incorrect. That's really not sticking. And a final one, through, that is spelt correctly. It's a tricky one to get right, but that should be going with the ticks over there. So, I hope you managed to spot all of the spelling errors in that exercise. You are going to be looking at a few sentences today, and you're going to need to spot not just the spelling mistakes, but punctuation mistakes as well. And I want you to find those mistakes, highlight them, and write out the sentence how it should look in order to be completely correct. Good luck, and I'm looking forward to seeing how you get on.